73 Microsoft-related packages just got caught secretly stealing developer credentials, and nobody noticed until the damage was already spreading. These weren't some sketchy downloads from a dark corner of the internet. They were sitting on a platform millions of developers trust every single day. But there is a detail buried in how these packages actually execute that changes the threat model entirely. I'll get to it. And what I found about who is most vulnerable stopped me cold. This is happening because AI coding assistants have fundamentally changed how developers interact with package managers. The key players here are Microsoft's NuGet repository, a threat actor using the handle Mark Jansen, and every developer or company relying on AI agents to pull dependencies automatically. According to Ars Technica Tech, this is the second time in just weeks that malicious packages have been found laced with credential stealing malware on the same platform. Twice in weeks. The number that stopped me cold is coming up. Let me walk you through what actually happened. Researchers at Reversing Labs discovered 73 packages on NuGet, Microsoft's official package manager for the .NET ecosystem. These weren't random throwaways. They were carefully named to impersonate legitimate popular packages, names designed to trick both human developers and automated systems into pulling the wrong dependency. This technique is called typo squatting, and it has been around for years, but here is where this attack diverges from everything we have seen before. These packages didn't just contain malicious code buried somewhere inside. They ran a credential stealer the moment they were opened, not when they were installed, not when they were compiled into a project. The instant a developer, or more critically, an AI coding agent opened the package for inspection, the payload executed. That means the old advice of just review the code before you use it is now a trap in itself. The act of reviewing is the trigger. The stealer was also self-replicating. Once it executed, it looked for other packages and projects on the same machine and attempted to inject itself into them. So a single contaminated package on one developer's workstation could silently poison an entire team's code base. Think about what that means for you personally. If you work at any company shipping .NET applications, one junior developer pulling the wrong package could compromise credentials across your entire build pipeline. By the way, if this kind of story is useful to you, hit like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. What I am about to show you is the part most people are missing. The villain here is not just the individual attacker behind the Mark Jansen account. The deeper villain is a systemic gap in how package repositories handle trust. NuGet, NPM, PyPI, they all operate on the same basic model. Anyone can publish. Names are first come, first served, and verification of publisher identity ranges from minimal to non-existent. Mark Jansen created packages that mimicked the naming conventions of official Microsoft libraries. Some of them even included partial copies of legitimate documentation. The sophistication was not in the malware itself. It was in the social engineering at the supply chain level. The victims caught in the middle are everyday developers and increasingly the AI agents acting on their behalf. Tools like GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and other AI coding assistants are now routinely suggesting dependencies and pulling packages automatically. These tools optimize for speed and pattern matching. They do not have the contextual judgment to distinguish a legitimate Microsoft package from a convincingly named fake. The AI agent becomes the perfect mark because it does exactly what it is told instantly, without suspicion. And the companies deploying these agents are the ones who will pay the price when credentials leak, builds are compromised, and customers' data walks out the door. Stay with me. The last part is what actually matters. Here's the payoff, and it is the thing almost no one is talking about. The most surprising element of this entire attack is not the malware. It is the attack surface. These 73 packages were specifically designed to exploit AI agents, not humans. The self-replicating execution on Open was engineered for the way AI tools interact with code. A human developer might hesitate, read a readme, check download counts. An AI agent just opens the package, parses it, and the payload fires. We have entered a phase where malware authors are writing exploits that target AI behavior patterns. The threat model has shifted from tricking humans to tricking machines that humans trust. And the machines are faster, more obedient, and have broader access than any single developer ever would. Here is exactly what happens next. Package repositories will be forced to implement verified publisher programs with real identity checks similar to what app stores did a decade ago. Microsoft will likely mandate signing and attestation for NuGet packages within the next 12 months, and AI coding tools will need a security layer, a kind of immune system that evaluates package provenance before the agent ever touches the file. Until that happens, every organization using AI-assisted development is running with an open door they cannot see. None of that was the real problem. The real problem is that most companies do not even know their AI tools are pulling packages autonomously right now. Before I go, here is your tech tip of the day. If you're working in any .NET environment, you can lock down which package sources NuGet is allowed to pull from by editing your NuGet.config file. Remove the default public feed and replace it with a curated internal feed or a verified mirror. In your project directory, open or create NuGet.config. Then under the package sources section, clear the defaults with a clear tag and add only your approved source URLs. This does not eliminate the risk entirely, but it removes the possibility of an AI agent or a careless install command reaching out to the public repository and grabbing a type-squatted package. Pair this with .NET list package dash vulnerable to scan your existing dependencies for known security issues. 5 minutes of configuration now could save you months of incident response later. That is your tip for today. 73 packages, self-replicating, targeting AI agents specifically. If you are building software in 2025 and not auditing your dependency pipeline, you are already behind. Subscribe to Future Edge. I cover this every single day. See you tomorrow.